Urgent Cleveland Browns fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Cleveland Browns updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Browns fans, today's news is shaking up the entire NFL landscape, and I know you're all eager to get the scoop. Something big is happening in Cleveland, and it's got everyone talking, players being moved, trades being discussed, and a lot of questions swirling around the future of the Browns' quarterback position. If you've been following the team closely, and I know you have, you've probably sensed that something was brewing, but the magnitude of what's unfolding now is truly shocking. Let's dive into what's happening. The Cleveland Browns, a franchise known for its rich history and passionate fanbase, has just announced a major shift in their quarterback room. And believe me, this isn't just a minor tweak, it's a bold move that could reshape the team's trajectory for years to come. The Browns are reportedly looking to trade three of their key quarterbacks, Dillon, Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders, and Joe Flacco. That's right, three of their most important players at the signal caller position, all potentially on the move. This kind of move is almost unprecedented in recent Browns history. You see, Dillon Gabriel, a young quarterback who's been showing flashes of brilliance, was seen by many as the heir apparent, a future star in Cleveland. Gabriel's athleticism, arm talent, and poise under pressure had fans dreaming about a new era of Browns football led by him. But now, the team's front office seems to be reconsidering, perhaps thinking that Gabriel needs more time or that they can get better value through a trade. On the other hand, Shedeur Sanders, the son of NFL legend Deion Sanders, is a player who's been attracting a lot of attention across the league. His college tape at Colorado was impressive, showcasing not only talent but also a commanding presence behind center. With his potential, many teams see him as a future franchise quarterback, and now, with Cleveland possibly shopping him around, other teams are surely circling, eager to make a move. This is a rare opportunity for NFL teams to snag a quarterback with such pedigree and upside, especially at a time when the Browns are apparently open to trading him. And then there's Joe Flacco, a veteran quarterback who's been around the league for over a decade. Flacco's experience and leadership are invaluable, especially in a league where playoff-caliber teams need stability at the most critical position. But with the Browns eyeing cap space and roster flexibility, it looks like Flacco might be part of a broader strategy to clear some room financially and to bring in younger talent. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Why would Cleveland, a team that's been competitive and has shown flashes of promise, decide to shake things up at the quarterback position so drastically? Well, the answer isn't entirely clear yet, as the Browns front office has kept quiet about their plans. But we can analyze some possible reasons behind these bold moves. First, the team might be looking to build around a different young quarterback, perhaps with a different skill set that better fits their offensive scheme. Or maybe they're aiming to accumulate draft capital to make a splash in the upcoming draft or free agency. Another angle is that Cleveland's management might be betting on the future. They could be convinced that Gabriel, Sanders, or even Flacco, whoever ends up staying, may not be the long-term answer. Instead, they might be angling for a high draft pick or a veteran quarterback that's available on the trade market. Remember, this is a team that's been on the cusp of playoff contention, and sometimes, a bold move like this can be a strategic step toward a championship window. But let's not forget the fans. Browns Nation is passionate, and these kinds of news spread like wildfire. There's a mix of excitement, anxiety, and curiosity. Fans are asking, who will Cleveland target next? Will they make a splash in free agency? Or are they planning to rebuild entirely around a new quarterback? The speculation is rampant, and with good reason. The NFL is a league where the quarterback position is everything, and any shakeup at that spot can have ripple effects across the entire team. And speaking of ripple effects, the impact of these potential trades could be felt across the league. Teams looking for a quarterback, especially those in need of an upgrade, are surely monitoring Cleveland's moves very closely. This could lead to a flurry of trades, negotiations, and strategic alliances in the coming weeks. Some teams might be willing to part with draft picks or promising young players to land one of these Browns quarterbacks. Others may see an opportunity to pounce if Cleveland tries to offload Gabriel, Sanders, or Flacco at a discount. Now, to understand the full picture, let's take a step back and look at Cleveland's recent performance. The Browns have been an intriguing team lately. They've shown flashes of brilliance, especially on offense, with playmakers like Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper, and a resilient offensive line. But the quarterback position has been a roller coaster. Deshaun Watson's return from injury and suspension was a big storyline, but consistency has eluded him, and the team has been searching for stability at that spot. This recent decision to shake up the QB room might be their way of trying to find that stability, or perhaps a way to accelerate their rebuild. Looking at Gabriel, he's a player with a lot of promise. He's shown flashes of talent, with an arm that can make all the throws and mobility that provides a dual-threat dimension. Still, he's young and inexperienced, and some in the organization might believe that he needs more seasoning before taking on the starting role full-time. Trading him could bring in draft capital or a veteran player that fits the team's immediate needs better. Shedeur Sanders, meanwhile, is a different case altogether. His college tape at Colorado displayed a quarterback with a strong arm, good instincts, and the leadership qualities that NFL scouts love. His father's NFL pedigree adds to his allure, and many believe he has the tools to develop into a franchise quarterback. If Cleveland manages to trade him, it could be to a team that's looking for a high-upside developmental project, perhaps a team like the Jets, Panthers, or even a team in the AFC East looking to bolster their quarterback room. As for Joe Flacco, he's not just a veteran, he's a leader with playoff experience and a Super Bowl win under his belt. His role in Cleveland has been more of a mentor and insurance policy, but if the Browns decide to move him, it's likely because they're looking to open up roster spots or reduce their salary cap commitments. Flacco, with his veteran presence, could be a valuable addition to another team needing a reliable backup or a stopgap starter. But what does all this mean for the upcoming games? Well, it's hard to say for certain. If Cleveland pulls off these trades, they'll need to find a way to integrate new players into their offensive scheme quickly. It could shake up their entire game plan, forcing coaches and players to adapt on the fly. The chemistry and cohesion of the team are always delicate, and such significant roster changes can be both an opportunity and a risk. Looking ahead, Browns fans have every reason to be both excited and cautious. The team's management has shown a willingness to think outside the box, to make bold moves that could either set them up for success or cause some turbulence in the short term. The NFL is a league where the difference between a winning season and a losing one can be razor thin, and sometimes, a daring gamble is just what's needed to break through. Now, I know many of you are wondering about the possible destinations for Gabriel, Sanders, and Flacco. Well, it's all speculation at this point, but the league's rumors are swirling. Teams like the Jets, who are always looking to upgrade their quarterback position, could be interested in Gabriel or Sanders, especially if Cleveland is open to trading at a premium. The Panthers, with their young roster and need for a signal caller, might also be in the mix. Established teams that need a reliable backup or a veteran presence, like the New England Patriots or even some NFC teams, could see Flacco as a valuable addition. The NFL trade deadline, which is typically in late October, could be the perfect moment for Cleveland to execute these moves. It's a pivotal point in the season, and teams often make bold decisions to reshape their future. Whether Cleveland actually pulls the trigger or keeps these players, the fact that this story is even happening shows how dynamic and unpredictable this league can be. And let's not forget the history of the Browns. This franchise has always been about resilience, about overcoming adversity. From the days of the original Cleveland Browns to their rebirth in the 1990s and the subsequent rise into a competitive team, they've shown that they're willing to take risks when the stakes are high. This current shakeup at quarterback might be another chapter in that ongoing story of perseverance and strategic daring. In the end, the key for Browns fans is to stay patient and optimistic. Yes, change can be unsettling, but it can also be the catalyst for great success. The team's front office clearly believes in their vision for the future, and these moves, if executed well, could set Cleveland up for a strong push in the playoffs and beyond. It's all about timing, chemistry, and execution. We've seen teams stumble when they rush into trades, but we've also seen teams succeed spectacularly with bold, well-planned moves. So, as we await official announcements, let's keep the faith. Cleveland Browns fans are some of the most passionate in the league, and your support is what drives this team forward. Whether Gabriel finds a new home, Sanders gets a fresh start elsewhere, or Flacco lands with a team looking for veteran leadership, one thing's for sure, the Browns are not sitting still. They're actively shaping their future, and I, for one, can't wait to see how this story unfolds in the coming weeks. The NFL never sleeps, and neither do the Cleveland Browns when it comes to building a winning team. Pause here, just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick, and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now, let's continue with the big reveal. Now, looking at the broader picture, Cleveland's decision to potentially move these quarterbacks could be a strategic move to reset, to reconfigure their roster in a way that aligns with their long-term goals. The Browns have been patient, building through drafts, developing players, and trying to find that perfect formula for success. Sometimes, that means making tough decisions, trading away promising players to get better pieces in return. It's a chess game, and right now, Cleveland might be making a couple of bold moves to checkmate their opponents. And considering the history of the NFL, it's not uncommon for teams to make such seismic moves in the middle of the season. It's a league that rewards boldness, innovation, and a willingness to adapt quickly. Browns management seems to be embracing that philosophy, and if their plans come to fruition, we could be talking about a team that's gearing up for a deep playoff run, maybe even contending for a Super Bowl sooner than many expected. Of course, there are risks involved. Trading away young talent like Gabriel or Sanders means you're betting on your ability to replace them or develop other options internally. And moving veteran players like Flacco might leave a gap in leadership and experience if not handled properly. But Cleveland's management must see something in these moves that they believe will benefit the team in the long run. Perhaps they're aiming to clear cap space, acquire draft picks, or simply create a more competitive environment where the best player gets the starting job, regardless of past status. For Browns fans, this is a roller coaster of emotions, excitement, worry, hope. That's what makes football so incredible. Every season brings new surprises, and this one might be one of the most dramatic in recent memory. As we approach the trade deadline, keep your eyes peeled on official reports, rumors, and insider info. The NFL is a league of constant change, and Cleveland is right in the middle of it. In the end, what we all want is to see the Browns succeed, to see that iconic orange and brown shine brighter than ever on Sundays. These moves, bold as they are, could be the next step in Cleveland's journey back to the top of the league. So, stay tuned, stay passionate, and let's see where this new chapter takes us. The story isn't over yet, and I promise, there will be plenty more twists and turns before it's all said and done. Browns fans, your team is making a statement, and whatever happens next, we'll be here to cover it all. Thanks for being with us, and remember, you're part of this incredible Browns family. Let's keep the faith and support our team through thick and thin, because the best is yet to come. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Browns. Do you think these trades will propel Cleveland to new heights? Or are you worried about the risks involved? Whatever your thoughts, we want to hear them. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. You won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Browns!